The history of alchemy is a fascinating crossroads between the history of science and part history of mysticism. To get a full definition of alchemy, we need a working definition of Hermeticism, Kabbalah, astronomy and astrology, divination and scrying in general, Neoplatonism, magic, lots of magic, but also scientific inventions, discoveries, chemistry equipment and laboratory methods, and finally a sort of pseudoscience, maybe a proto-science, and even actual science. Lots of history of science. The discovery of elements, chemical compounds like acids, metal alloys, and then dyes, minerals, porcelain in Europe, gunpowder, control systems like thermostats, solar power, submarines, better astronomical equipment, all of that and much, much more we owe to alchemists. To define alchemy, we need all of that and more, and out of all the shows, I try my hardest with this one to keep information on the site, to keep all this knowledge straight and give you the most accurate view of a very complicated topic that spans over a millennium in history. I also wrote a very short book for $1 to help you get into the topic, and it also helps the show stay afloat if you want to help. So far, we've covered over 50 alchemists and talked about their motivations and beliefs and many other topics, so go have a listen. This show, as well as the Bohemican podcast, I co-host with Pete Coleman, and there's another podcast called the History of Germany podcast, where I go chronologically through the history of Germany and then take certain interesting topics out of chronological order to just get to them earlier. And then I also translate The Secret Cabinet from the original German Das Geheime Kabinett, and the content and genius behind that show is Der Buddler. All of these shows and also videos and everything else we're doing you can find at podcastnik.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to rate us on iTunes or leave us a review. That really helps. I hope to see you at podcastnik.com and enjoy the show.